$500 million to Taiwan. Was there a new Chernobyl type incident in Ukraine going on right now? And has the Wagner group in Ukraine are they back in the fight? All that here in this video. Let's jump right in. Is the US giving $500 million in arms aid to Taiwan? Sources say yes. That's right. You can see it here on the screen. This comes here after House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has showed renewed support to Taiwan, as we're seeing a lot of people, including Taiwan, think that China will invade Taiwan. And President Biden has said at least twice that if that happens, that U.S. military would defend Taiwan, which has a lot of people concerned here. But take a look at this. U.S. President Joe Biden's administration plans to send $500 million worth of weapons aids to Taiwan using the same emergency authority that has been used more than 35 times for Ukraine, a source familiar with the plan said. As part of the 2023 budget, Congress authorized up to $1 billion worth of weapons aid for Taiwan using the Presidential Drawdown Authority, a type of authority that expedites security assistance and has helped to send arms aid to Ukraine. This drawdown, which authorizes the president to transfer articles and services from the U.S. stockpiles without congressional approval during an emergency, would be the first from that $1 billion authorization. Last month, China staged war games around Taiwan after Taiwanese President Tsai met with U.S. House Speaker Representative Kevin McCarthy in Los Angeles. In February, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin testified before the Senate Armed Services Committee that he intended to make use of a drawdown authority, a Pentagon spokesperson said on Friday. The spokesperson declined to comment on whether the U.S. was moving ahead with the $500 million aid package. Remember that our relationship with Taiwan is a little bit more in depth because since 1979, Congress passed the U.S. Taiwan Relations Act, where with Ukraine, we don't have that. So we do have some official ties with Taiwan to help them defend themselves. Now, there's some different interpretations of that act. Biden seems to think that that would mean U.S. troops on the ground in Taiwan. Yeah, I'll link you to a video here at the end of this video that I just did on that, which explains that a little bit more, which was pretty powerful. You can watch that here in a moment. The United Nations warns of a threat of a severe nuclear accident here today, after Vladimir Putin orders an evacuation of a town near a nuclear power plant captured by Russia in the early days of the Ukraine invasion. This is here today. Today. And you can see here pictures here today of the Zaporizhzhia power plant, which is one of the largest in the world. A mad panic as Russia evacuates the town with over 5-hour traffic jams of people trying to evacuate from the city and nearby cities as well. Yeah, you can see here the Ukrainian mayor of Melitopol, Ivan Fedorov, posted these pictures on Saturday evening, which would be really here this morning here for us, of the mad 5-hour queues to leave the evacuated area. Russia has sparked a mad panic as it evacuates a town near the contested Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, and a Ukrainian official has said. Russia has told people to leave 18 different settlements near the Zaporizhzhia region. And you kind of got to wonder, what does Russia know that we don't yet? Yeah. The UN nuclear watchdog warns that a severe nuclear accident could occur, or maybe already has. Although the plant's reactors were not producing electricity, they were still loaded with nuclear material, and that the Zaporizhia plant was becoming increasingly unpredictable and potentially dangerous. Operating staff is still at the site, and it was a deep concern about increasingly tense, stressful, and challenging conditions for personnel and their families. Also, the Wagner Group, one of Russia's most elite and largest groups, mercenary groups, kind of a put together group here. And one of the symbols of Russia's top groups there is fighting in Bakhmut and trying to take over the city, had really been yelling mutiny here, and they've been complaining publicly. They've actually been on the news stations here and sending out a public messages to Putin saying that they were going to pull out if they didn't get more ammunition, and actually had some pretty gruesome messages showing some grim scenes there that I'm not going to show here on YouTube. And apparently the messages that they sent out directly to Putin and to the rest of the world have gotten through, because they're, according to what's going on now, they're going to be getting their ammunition and they're going to be staying. Now, whether or not this was a false flag event, or this guy seemed pretty pissed off. So whether or not it was real or not, I don't know what would be fake about this, because it's not like Ukraine was going to withdraw their troops just because the guy said he was maybe going to leave or not. But apparently they're going to stay now, and Russia's going to give them the ammunition that they were getting. But the guy didn't seem very happy. He didn't seem very happy at all. And now Russia's maybe going to appease their group. But he said that they have taken pretty heavy casualties over there. And it's been some pretty extreme fighting over there in that area from both Russia and Ukraine. And we're looking here now, almost a year and a half into the war. I still remember here at the beginning when people said that there wasn't even going to be a war, that there wasn't even going to happen, and this was all warmongering here from the United States or whoever, that this was never even going to happen. Here we are, almost a year and a half into the war, and the toll it's taking here on the people of Ukraine and the rest of the world. And the question here is, will this warmongering happen in Taiwan? And will we see a massive war with China now as well? A lot of people say, oh, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But will we here, in a matter of days, weeks, or months, also have a massive war with China? Will we see a two-pronged war happening with China and Russia? And the problem here is that, can the United States and the rest of the world, Europe as well, NATO, can they even take on something of that size with two massive countries the size of Russia and China at the same time, trying to even hold off countries like this? You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. I'll keep you up to date here. And thanks for liking and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you should watch next. Here's that video about U.S. boots on the ground in Taiwan. Or here's the video about President Biden invoking the 14th Amendment. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.